Hello, here we are back at day 64. Today's practice is Dolphin Pose. So yesterday we did Sphinx Pose with the forearms and elbows on the floor, starting to build strength in the shoulders. Dolphin Pose takes it to the next level, adding a little more strengthening to our shoulders. So this is done on the floor. If you don't want to come down to the floor, you might want to try a forearm plank at the wall. I think we were back at day 61 for a forearm plank. So let's get started. Take your arms out to the side, sitting up nice and tall. Take your nice inhale, stretching arms overhead, lengthen your spine. Exhale, lowering. Continuing, let's add the head raise, looking upward. As you exhale, lower chin to chest, letting yourself arrive to your one pose practice today. Let everything else outside go. As you draw the palms overhead next, exhale your palms together and down. So with Dolphin Pose, it's also opening up the back of the legs. So you may want to warm up either with the big toe hold, some forward fold practices, or anything that can help to open up the back of the body. Also, some nice shoulder work could be helpful to warm up the shoulders. So let's do that together. Let's take the arms by the side and just take some nice shoulder circles. And then when the shoulders come down, change direction, circle the other way. When the shoulders come forward and down, roll the shoulders forward, palms face back. Take a nice inhale. Roll the shoulders and arms open, and exhale, round them forward. Let's do that a couple more times. Keeping the chest nice and open. We'll do one more round. When you roll the shoulders and arms open next, keep that chest nice and open and relax the arms down by the side. As you sit or stand nice and tall, let's reach the arms forward and up. Take a nice inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale forward and down. A few rounds upward salutes. Again, working in those shoulder joints, moving the arms, lengthen your spine. And one more time. And release the arms down. Okay, I'll demonstrate first. We can bring your blanket off to the side. So Dolphin Pose, similar to Downward Dog, except that we're on the forearms. So I'll start on my hands and knees, bringing my forearms and palms down to the mat, just like we did yesterday for our Sphinx Pose. Then I'm going to curl my toes under and press my hips back and up. Now we can walk the dog here, pressing one heel down, bending the opposite knee. You can practice in Downward Dog as well. But then I'll bend the knees, press my chest back. So you want to think about your shoulders stay stacked over your elbows. I don't want to drift my shoulders over towards my hands. And really, it's okay if they're a little bit behind, but try to get your elbow or your shoulders right over your elbows. And then you can start to straighten the legs. You'll notice my heels are never coming down to the floor. But then we walk our feet a little bit closer in towards your arms. I lift my hips. Keep those shoulders. So I'm scrubbing my arms, pressing my chest back. Keeping the gaze slightly neutral. I'm looking at my big toes. You can tuck the chin just a little bit. Looking through your feet. And we'll hold there. We'll come down. Do a nice child pose. Bringing the arms either side of our body. And then we'll come back and we'll try it again. So let's set up. So remember, you can do forearm plank at the wall, walking your feet back behind your hips, starting to strengthen the arms and the core. Or come on down to the floor. Let's get set. Elbows and palms aligned. Walk your knees back. Curl your toes under. You'll press your hips up. You can start with bent knees. If you want to stretch out the backs of the legs, you can do a little walking of your dog. And then press down through the arms. Take a look at your shoulders side to side. See where they're at. Can you walk your feet a little bit closer? Lift your hips. You can bend your knees as much as you need to. Or start to straighten the legs. Tuck the chin slightly as you gaze back through your legs. Can you find a nice, easeful, smooth breath? Try to release the shoulders down away from the neck. Let's do one more. Nice full breath here in our dolphin pose. And then come down to your knees. Sit those hips back. If child pose is not a comfortable position to you, maybe come to your back for a moment, knees into your chest. Let's take 2 nice full breaths before we try this dolphin pose again. And let's come back up and reset. Try it again, taking our time in each pose, building that strength in the shoulders. If this is too much for your shoulders, then come on out. Maybe try a forearm plank or some other shoulder warm-ups. Curl your toes under, press your hips up, walk your feet just a little bit closer, straightening the legs as best you can. Scrub those arms to press your shoulders back over your elbows. Tuck the chin slightly up, looking through the legs, and pause, holding here, finding that stillness in your dolphin pose. Smooth inhale, smooth exhale. And we'll take 2 more nice full breaths. On your next exhale, bring the knees down. Sit back in your child pose. Or come onto your back, hug your knees into your chest. Allow the shoulders to release, forehead relax on the floor. If you can't reach the forehead on the floor, just keep it a nice neutral, gazing down at the mat beneath you. And then together, pressing up. Find your way back into a nice seated position, or you can sit on your heels. Any position that's comfortable for you. I hope you enjoy that. It takes time. Maybe practice holding for a few breaths, build up that strength for several more breaths. All right. Let's close our practice together. Take a nice inhale, draw the palms overhead. Exhaling, palms together and down. Send yourself gratitude today for honoring your body, yourself, and all others. I thank you all for joining us for this one pose today. I look forward to seeing you back tomorrow.